Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. After I picked up Luke and Simon, we shot out west. This eastern beardy was the first live reptile found for the weekend. This was awesome because it was Luke's first time seeing a wild beardy. Our destination was the Warrumbungle Ranges. When we arrived, we saw a few emus with an absolutely stunning backdrop. Arriving at our campground with good timing, we set up camp and cooked dinner as the sun dropped behind the escarpment. When it got dark, we immediately started to cruise for some wildlife. After stopping for lots of frogs, the first reptile we come across was this tiny bandy. He would have been cruising around looking for a blind snake to eat.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything.
One of Luke's biggest targets was one of these guys. Eastern spiny-tailed geckos are a common sight in the central west. Lucky for Luke, we ended up with 9 for the night.
Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just
And here was my personal target, the reason why I came here in the first place. The elegant velvet gecko was split from Owadra monoliths in 2019. This was a surprisingly pretty lizard, and I was so stoked to find one.
Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Some I live, my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
A common sight back at home, this thick-tailed gecko was exceptionally colourful, with a nice yellow head.
I wanna taste your content, hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I wanna taste consumption.
After a long night's herping, we woke up, had brekkie, and headed off for some red dirt.
Till the wick burns out. Just wanna be carefree lately, yeah. Just kicking up daisies. Got one too many quarters in my pockets. Count 'em like the four-leaf clovers in my locket. Untied laces, yeah. Just tripping on daydreams.
The Pilliga is a vast, flat part of the country. There is lots of dirt roads to explore, and lots of wildlife to find. These eastern bearded dragons were everywhere. Although not really what we were looking for, they were still awesome to see. Knobby dragons were also a common sight. We found lots of gravid females basking, with bellies full of eggs. We stopped to both check out and for Luke to photograph these beautiful wildflowers. Luke has a business called Bush the Box, where you can use these photographs as a background for your own captives. Link to it will be in the description below. Not long after, we come across another target. The sand monitor is a very athletic and fast lizard. They were everywhere that day, with 7 being found. We arrived at a cool lookout that I visit every time. On the bottom step, I found this beardy just relaxing and soaking up the rays. After climbing the 50-meter tower, we continued herping. Another knobby dragon was found quickly after.
We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard, and I wonder where you are, mysterious. That's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow, mysterious.
After countless sandies, we finally come across one of the giants of the Pilliga. Lace monitors are a really common sight in Eastern Australia.
We're dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. You search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard, and I wonder where you are, mysterious.
Nearing our campground, this old and gnarly blue tongue made an appearance. I always love coming across these large skinks.
Take it slow.
And just down the road from the bluey was this large and very grumpy eastern brown snake. After seeing heaps of these guys dead and shooting across the road, it was awesome to finally photograph one. After setting up camp, we ended up relaxing by the lake and trying to photograph the birds if they got close enough. As you will see, my bird photography needs a little practice.
Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. I hate all this
Just getting proof of the yowie.
Once again, as night fell, we set out to look for some wildlife. The sunset on this night was spectacular. The first snake we come across was this Deviz banded snake. He was obviously taking advantage of all the frogs that had come out after all the rains they've had out there.
And starting fights, turning truth to lies. Gotta get up, stop wasting time. Yeah, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. I hate.
These water-holding frogs are very common in the puddles on the side of the road. These frogs have the ability to make a cocoon of their own skin to hold the moisture in periods of dry weather. We ended up seeing two red-nape snakes crossing the road. These snakes would be out foraging for sleeping skinks. Another common gecko found out there are these tessellated geckos. These small terrestrial geckos are out foraging for small insects. Once again, these eastern spiny tails are always out warming themselves on the road.
Lions roaring in the morning sun, searching for a longer day. People feeling like the light has just come. We must never stop the way. Birds chirping and I hear my...
Although, with the good spotting from Simon, we ended up seeing two on a tree. I was ecstatic, as this was the first for me. These lizards love to hang out in these small pine trees.
Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty.
After getting Luke's and my target, Simon finally got his, when we found his crucifix frog sitting on the road.
Lions gonna come. The birds have just begun.
This was an awesome place to wake up to. The central west of New South Wales is a great place to visit.
People for the land. Let's go back to when we were young.
After getting majorly bogged and helped out by a local truckie, we quickly come across another beauty that we helped get off the road.
Kids across the lane, Savannah, I'm coming home, Savannah.
I didn't get to film much after the beauty. It did involve another bogging and not too much wildlife. I suggest you go watch Luke's videos on his YouTube channel, Beach of Scaly Beasts. All of Luke's and Simon's links will be in the description below.
I'm coming home, Savannah. You'll never be alone, Savannah. The beauty of the world, Savannah. Let's all take a roll.
Thanks guys for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe and follow our Instagrams down below.